All right, now we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram again. And I want to say this for everybody watching that just logged in on the YouTube and Facebook and all our other sites that we are standing in solidarity with our brothers and sisters in Haiti. The atrocities happening to our brothers and sisters is uncalled for and unnecessary, and we will stand on the right side of justice and accountability every time. Every time we see it, Martin Luther King says that injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. So you being silent is your compliance. I said in the post not too long ago, I said if you have 12 bad cops and 1,300 good cops, and the 1,300 good cops don't turn in the 12 bad cops, you have 1,312 bad cops. This is the same situation for our brothers and sisters in Haiti. If you have a nation of millions and millions of good people, law enforcement, and you have a few law enforcement in the nation that is out there on horses whipping people like it's the 1700s and 1821 and all that, it's a problem. If you're not standing up against those atrocities, if you're in law enforcement saying, what are you guys doing with these whips? Who's out there? Who is manufacturing these whips? Where are they getting these whips from? Who's making these things? You know, it's just sad that this is still happening. These images are just reminiscent of a horrible era in this country. And if we don't speak against these atrocities, if the president of the United States don't do more than what he is doing now, he is failing as president of the United States. Texas governor, Mr. Abbott, we love everybody, but at the same time, we don't depend on him to fight for our rights and our causes, especially in the underdeserved, underrepresented, and funded communities. And when you have people like our Haitian community, which the former president said, called them shithole countries, you have people that are not fighting for these quote unquote shithole countries because of their perception on how they look at the people that come from these countries. They don't see them as people that speak our language, that want to embrace our culture, that want to work in our manufacturing properties and our Amazons and Googles and whatever. We don't see them as that. We see them as a threat. So a lot of times we see them as people taking our jobs, taking our business, taking our money, taking our women, not adding to our infrastructure. And that's the problem. That's the problem. We're not looking at it as people wanting help, people trying to flee for help. People need help. Everybody needs help sometimes. The people of Haiti have needed help ever since they have fought for their own independence. Haiti is one of the only countries that has ever fought and kicked the white man out for their own independence. Haiti did that. Haiti. Black people, we have to embrace all black people. All black people should be infuriated about, for matter of fact, I'll take that a step further. All people, period. Especially law enforcement, should all be unapologetically upset when it comes to the atrocities that are happening at the border when it comes to our Haitian brothers and sisters and children. There are children out there. There are children out there. What if it was your children? Huh? What if it was people that were from your descent, your bloodline? What if it was European people crossing the border and then you seen those border patrol whipping them the way they were whipping those Haitian brothers and sisters and children? You cannot forget there are children out there. And then some people might not even care about that. Well, guess what? There were dogs out there. Yep, I know you guys, some people love them dogs. I've seen a few dogs out there. So let's protect the dogs at least, right? We are becoming desensitized by these images because we are seeing this on a constant basis. We are becoming desensitized. And your clicktivism isn't enough. I can do the hell with the likes. The likes are not I don't give a damn about the likes. You could like a post 1,000 times, but your clicktivism will not change the way these people are conducting themselves in our community. Your clicktivism will not change and reduce the numbers of killings that are being afflicted on by our people. You needed to go a step further when it comes to collectivism. Activate your activism. Plot, plan, centralize, mobilize, strategize, organize, and be precise with your effectiveness. Be precise on what I'm saying is be precise on what you want the end goal to be. Be precise on what you see as effective. Be precise. Because if you don't have actionable items, then you're not only failing your community, failing yourself. Because you all talk. And we need enough people. We don't need no more people that are part of the problem. We need more people that are part of the solutions. I'm looking for people that are part of the solution. And what I'm looking for people to join the movement as well. Because in the movement, we need help right now. Because it feels like everybody want to talk, but don't nobody want to do nothing. So we created the Legacy Pamphlet. And that is your way to help. Our Legacy Pamphlet is a magazine for the movement and by the movement. This Legacy Pamphlet is amazing because it's only $5. You can donate 10 if you want, 15, 20, 50, 100. You can go to www.iamsackevents.org and join the movement, not the moment. The first family to be featured in our Legacy Pamphlet is the family of Eric Garner. The family of Eric Garner. They have started the Eric Garner Foundation. Also in that Legacy Pamphlet, you will see our SAC 6 program. You will also see a poem by Mama Clark, which is amazing. It is a remake of the I Have a Dream speech, one of my favorite poems, and it's by our own Mama Clark. If you want to read that, you must go to iamsackevents.org and get that Legacy Pamphlet because you're going to want to see that speech. Powerful speech by Mama Clark. Also, you want to join the movement, not the moment, is because we need your help. If you're not donating or supporting in that way, you need to be volunteering. So if you want to volunteer your time, because I believe your time is worth more than money, please go to iamsackfoundation.com. But we have a 6-point program here, and our iamsackevents.org is www.iamsackevents.org. But we have a 6-point program because I believe in actionable items. And our 6-point program goes like this. Number 1, bridge the gap between law enforcement and at-risk communities. I believe you cannot bridge the gap between law enforcement and our communities until we, as people, bridge the gap between each other. We must bridge the gap and come together. Because if we don't come together, the images you see in Haiti will continue to happen. The images you see in Haiti will continue to happen, and that's that's unacceptable. Number 2 is to inform and educate on policy and legislative change. That's Stephon Clark Law. If you don't know what Stephon Clark Law is, Stephon Clark Law was signed by our great Governor Gavin Newsom. And what it does is it changes the use of force from reasonable to necessary. Number 3 is to provide resources and healing spaces. And let me go back to number 2. Because when we say inform and educate on policy and legislative change, we are saying legacy on paper, okay? And I'm so excited for the I Am Sack magazine at iamsackevents.org, the legacy pamphlet, that let me tell you something, guys. It's more than legacy on paper in that magazine. It's more than legacy on paper. It's a way to support the movement. And my thing is, how do we support the movement and not the moment? Because if they already killed, since this year so far, over 600 people have died by the hands of law enforcement. So far, if you don't believe me, go to mappingpoliceterror.org. And the facts and the numbers are all there. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. So, number 2 was inform and educate on policy and legislative change. Legacy on paper is so important. Stephon has his own law, so important. Number 3, very important as well. We believe provide resources and healing spaces for those in need in the community. You cannot have the resources without the healing spaces, and you cannot have the healing spaces without the resources. They must go hand in hand. Healing spaces and resources, okay? You hear me? Provide resources. You see, give a man a fish, he eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, he eat for a lifetime. But in the movement, we say, give a man a fish, eat for a day, teach him how to use the internet. You might not never hear from him again. Okay. So number 3 is provide the resources in the healing spaces. I don't know how important that is. You cannot have the resources without the healing spaces. You can't give me the work without addressing the generational trauma. You can't give me the opportunity without addressing the fact that I've been abandoned and neglected and heartbroken, and I've been through pain and I'm broken. I don't know how to deal with it. I don't know how to deal with the anxiety. I don't know how to deal with the depression. I don't know how to deal with moving on after my loved one has died. I don't know how to channel this grief. Don't give me the money. Don't give me the food. Don't give me the plate. Don't give me nothing. If you're going to help me deal with the stuff I got to deal with. Because if you do just give me the stuff while I'm still dealing with what I'm dealing with, I might not know how to treat it, love it, react it, and appreciate it. React to it and appreciate it. Very important that you have the resources and the healing spaces. At www.imsacevents.org, when you become a member of this movement, you are helping out when it comes to the resources and the healing spaces. And that, my friend, that, my brother, that, my sister, is an actionable item. Number 4 is one of the most important, because it's what I live my entire life of. I am my brother's keeper. I am Stephon Clark. I am the communications director for my dear brother Stephon Clark. If you don't like the way the communications are being directed, take it up with the boss. Take it up with the boss, damn it. Take it up with the damn boss. Okay, if you don't like, because Stephon ain't fired me yet, so I feel like I'm good. Huh? He ain't fired me yet, so I'm good. So that's why number 4 is the big one. It's commemorate the life and ongoing legacy of Stephon Clark in a positive light. That's why we're not out here looting. That's why we're not killing our brothers and sisters. That's why we're not out here representing geographical locale that we own no parts of. That's why we're not supporting these dropout factories. That's why we're not listening and going to the fake media. That's why we're creating our own media, because we're commemorating his life and legacy in a positive light. In a positive light. You cannot commemorate life and legacy if you out there making the one that you have lost look bad. Stephon's going to live for generations through Justice Tree, because, you know, Mama Clark has her own cannabis owned by a Black woman. Go support Justice Tree at all your cookies and lemonade stores all throughout the city of Sacramento and the greater Los Angeles area. But also, you can support Stephon's house, the 24-hour resource library, museum, and rec center built for the life and legacy of Stephon Clark. Stephon Clark College Preparatory Middle School coming out in the fall of 2022. You can support the Legacy Weekend every year as an angel verse for Stephon Clark. You can support everything that we do. There's many positive things that you can support. Many things you can do. The legacy pamphlet. So many things. So many things you can support. That's why number 4 is so important, because we live this every single day. We are commemorating life. Right there, that picture right there. I don't know if you see right there. Life and legacy in the positive light. Life and legacy, okay? This is life and legacy in a positive light. Life and legacy in a positive light, so that Stephon Clark may live on for generations and generations and generations and generations and generations, long, long, long after you and I have left this earth. Number 5 is equally as important, because I don't have all the answers. I don't know everything. I've been very adamant about that. So since I don't know everything and I need your help, help me. Number 5 is simply receive recommendations from you, the people, on how to prevent Stephon's from happening again, how to prevent Breonna Taylor's from happening again, how to prevent George Floyd's from happening again, how to prevent Ahmaud Arbery's from happening again, how to prevent Marshall Miles from happening again, how to prevent Brandon Smith from happening again, how to prevent Sandra Bland's from happening again, how to prevent Tamir Rice's from happening again, how to prevent Trayvon Martin's from happening again, how to prevent what's happening to our brothers and sisters in Haiti from ever happening again. That's what we need your help for. Number 5, receive recommendations from you, the people. I don't have all the answers. I need your help. Come on and help me. Because if you're not part of the solution, you are part of the problem. But don't come to me with your opinions, because I'm going to say, get the hell somewhere else. Come to me with your actionable items, because that's what we need. We need actionable items in this movement. And number 6 is the last one, the golden rule, the golden gospel. You all know it. Spread the gospel of love. I love you. You love me. One big happy. The number 1 rule in our program is everybody love everybody. And that's why I need you to go to www.imsacevents.org. because everybody got to spread the gospel of love. Everybody love everybody. Damn it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. John 15:12 in the Bible says, love each other as I have loved you. He says, that is my greatest commandment. And if you skip down to John 15:18, he says, if the world hates you, know they hated me long before they ever hated you. So you don't got to be religious to feel that. I'm just saying, like, the hate is already out there. Let's come together for love and actionable items. You know, that's my SAC 6 program. And if you want to support that, go to www.imsacevents.org. You can pay $5, $10, $15, $20, $50, or $100. But I love you all, and I really do, and I really want to see us get things done. My time limit is up. It's 4:30. I've been here for 30 minutes. But I really do love us all. And if you want to be a part of the movement, you say you don't have the $5 to donate a month, or 10 or 15, 20. And a lot of you people is rich. So I don't want to hear that shit. You ain't got $5 a month. You spending all that money on Amazon Primes and Hulus and Rokus and Netflix and HBOs and Stars and Showtimes and OnlyFans. Come on, brothers. A lot of you brothers spend a lot of money on OnlyFans, but can't support the movement. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all need to come on. We're not asking for much. Help. If you don't want to volunteer your time, then help, because look, the last thing we want to do is push our problems onto the next generation. Let's start bridging these gaps so that way our kids are good. Let's start bridging these gaps so that way we, as senior citizens, are good. I don't want to be walking around at the age of 85 because I'm going to look good at 85, but I don't want to be walking around at 85 looking over my shoulder like, hey, I don't trust these young, I got to watch out. Come on. I want to be comfortable because the actionable items that I put out there have been received and implemented and structured. This is bigger than us. All right, I'm done. I'm done spazzing. I love you all. It's 4:30. I got to go. Everybody love everybody. That's the golden rule. That's the golden gospel. Go to www.imsacevents.org. Become a part of the movement and not the moment. Like I said, I love you all. I got to go. Make sure you DM me if you want to be a part of the movement. DM me if you want to volunteer. If you got any extra time, you want to help the babies, DM me. Send me a message on your availability. Send me some type of way that you want. Send me anything. Or go your ass to imsacevents.org and become a member of the movement. Anything other than those two things, you need to block me, unfollow me, don't talk to me, don't look at me, don't do nothing, because you are failing not only your people, but you're failing yourself because you're not giving no actionable items. You out here just trying to get a damn paycheck, trying to be a corporate slave, trying to work for somebody, trying to get the downfall of you people will be individualism and materialism. I said I was done. That's all I'm gonna say now. But listen, take that note and take it with love. If we don't get it together, then our downfall will be materialism and individualism. We must get it together, people. So actionable items only. www.imsacevents.org, www.imsacfoundation.com. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on StreamYard, and all these other websites that you guys are on. I love you all. Everybody love everybody.